Well, that draws proceedings to a close, but never mind. I've got my smoking jacket to keep out the chills and a lovely bit of Assam in my mug. So keep your fingers on your fire button and we'll see you next week. Good night. Now for that information about the Gamesmaster Club. We have newsletters, free t-shirts and competitions, including the Gamesmaster Golden Goal competition. The prize, 2 tickets to the Rumbelows Cup final. The number to call, and please make sure you dial accurately, is 0891 600 123. Lines are open around the clock.
In a time before Monty Python...
Hello, well, we're all set for another half hour of fun and embarrassment. Now pretend you've just got married.
When Elsie became Mrs. Tanner and when Callan first met Lonely.
Don't you ever take a bath? No wonder they call you Lonely.
And when David gave one of his most frosty receptions.
I've not been across those with the peasants.
I'm afraid nobody is a peasant. I'm afraid they're the people who gave you your money.
TV Heaven presents the best from the box beginning Saturday at 8 on 4. Well, over on ITV next, there's Emmerdale. This is Channel 4, now Jon Snow with Zena Badawi and the Channel 4 News.
3 people are shot dead in Sinn Féin's Belfast office. The policeman who killed them commits suicide. Good evening. On the face of it, the latest act of wanton killing in Northern Ireland was the action of a deranged man who happened to be a police officer. But with a sectarian murder occurring on average every second day of this year so far, today's incident is unlikely to ease the developing crisis in the province. Tonight we report what happened and look at the implications with the Deputy Leader of the SDLP, Seamus Mallon, and with the Ulster Unionist MP, David Trimble. At Westminster today, the testy electoral jousting across the dispatch box found Mr Major calling Mr Kinnock an economic illiterate, the Labour leader retorting that the Prime Minister hasn't a clue. Labour chose to lambast the government's record on class sizes today. Tonight, Labour's Jack Straw debates with Secretary of State Kenneth Clarke. We report the fatal fire feud between rival groups of frustrated Vietnamese boat people in Hong Kong camps. And in our special report tonight, why one day soon all authors could become paperback writers. An RUC police officer has killed 3 people in Sinn Féin's West Belfast office. He's thought to have posed as a journalist to get inside before opening fire with a shotgun. He then drove to a nearby lake where he shot himself. The RUC says that the policeman had been detained last night after firing shots over the grave of a colleague. The murders came on the day the Irish President Mary Robinson was visiting Belfast. Lindsay Taylor in London reports.
The attack occurred at lunchtime. Sinn Féin said 2 masked gunmen entered its advice centre in West Belfast and opened fire indiscriminately using a shotgun and handgun before escaping in a getaway car. 3 people died immediately, an elderly doorman among them. Other victims included a Sinn Féin worker and members of the public. The centre in the heavily fortified Falls Road area